I have a visitor in my room. He'd like to talk to you, please. Russ, it's your father.
Ladies and gentlemen, I proudly present Dr. and Mrs. Ben Martin.
Becky?
Hi.
Hi. I missed you. Where'd you go?
Went out for a walk, up a block and back down again. Couldn't sleep.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Well, now that you're back, why don't we stay up and not sleep together?
Very cute, Russ. Very cute.
Come here. Oh. Oh. That's the way I like it.
Well, at least my walk did me some good.
My hugs don't do any good anymore?
No. It's just I made some decisions. First of which is that I'm going to go to the Family Planning Center. Russ, I need some facts before I can make any decisions.
Yeah.
I mean, we're both responsible adults, right?
Remember that?
And I think we just need some information, that's all.
Yeah. I mean, why does everything have to be closing in on us like this? You know, if alone, Mom and Vince, this. It's like somebody is stacking up the little pieces of my life right in front of a firing squad. Everybody wants a piece of Russ, man. Why don't they just go back to Chicago and leave me alone?
Russ, come on. They wouldn't be here if they didn't care.
Yeah, I care. My mom really cares, right? Shows up at my doorstep 4 years after I've been on my own and tries to lay some guilt trip on about ignoring her. And she does that real good.
You think you've got it bad? My folks don't know anything about this yet. None of it.
Yeah, I know. You gonna tell them soon?
No. I want to keep it from them as long as I can. Let's face one battlefield at a time, okay? First your parents, then my parents. And there was another decision I made tonight.
What's that?
I'm leaving school.
Wait a minute. Hey, there's
Russ,
no reason for you to drop out.
Russ, I've already thought it through. Come on.
Don't, Becky. Don't. Come on. Don't drop out. You're giving up.
No, I'm not. It's a strategic retreat.
Strategic retreat? That's no decision. Man, you're talking about a career.
I'm talking about grades. And they're not good. Right now, they stink. I'm just throwing the money away,
What are you
Ross.
gonna do, Beck? You gonna sing in a rock and roll band for the rest of your life?
Yeah, if I have to, I will.
What they do, make you a lifetime contract or something? You can't make your money this way, Becky. Man, I hardly see you now, babe.
Come on,
What's it gonna
Russ,
be like if you
face
start
facts,
singing all the
face
time?
facts. Fact A, I'm pregnant. Fact B, we don't have any money. Fact C, we've got bills to pay. And fact D, my failing grades aren't going to help any of the above. Russ, I've made up my mind, and school's got to go.
I'm back.
Look, if Becky didn't really like Russ, I would have been able to see it. She's not hiding anything from me.
Oh, when will you stop going by first impressions?
Never went by first impressions in my life. Becky has got spunk. She's not some lazy girl sitting around waiting for a handout. Do you think she likes going to school and then coming home and then having to go to work to help Russ out?
If you're referring to the fact that she sings at a corner bar, I wouldn't exactly call that help. All it does is leave Russ home alone, worrying about her half the night, probably wondering who she's with.
She's not the unfaithful type.
Oh, you should know.
Yes, it should. She reminds me a lot of another woman in my past.
Funny, I didn't get that impression.
Carrie, the fact remains those two are going to go on and do exactly what they want to do no matter what we say. And the more pressure that's put on them now, the further we're going to drive them away from us and closer together. Now, I think it's time you gave those two a chance. Yeah. The four of us are going to go out and have dinner together.
Well, you can't be serious.
Yeah, I'm serious.
That's the most ridiculous idea you've ever thought of.
All right, I'll put it another way. Either both of us have dinner with Russ and Becky, or I go see them by myself.
All right, I'll go. You think Becky's so sweet. Watch how she treats me.
Are you two the owners?
Yes, can we help you?
I hope so. I read your ad in the paper about an assistant. Is the job filled yet?
No, it isn't. As a matter of fact, you're the first one to come in on it. Don't we know you from someplace?
Oh, I know. Aren't you Lori Davidson's friend? I'm sure we met you at her wedding reception.
Yes. Oh, it's Lori Martin now, isn't it? I'm sure she won't mind. You two, aren't you neighbors of the Davidsons?
Yes, we are. I'm Jeff Cummings. This is my wife, Liz. And your name again?
Francis Miller.
Hi,
I'm a
Fran.
student here on campus.
My pleasure.
Oh, excuse me. I have a customer. It was nice to see you, Francis.
I've prepared a resume of my past employment. Of course, most of it's part-time since I'm still in school.
All right. This resume wasn't mandatory, Francis, but I must say, after looking at it, I am impressed with your scholastic achievements. Oh, is there something in here I can help you with?
Huh? Oh, no. No, it's just that it came to my attention that there were certain questionable materials that caused you to close down yesterday.
Yes?
Well, I'm not asking for myself, mind you. The only pornography I've ever read is Victorian. No, really, purely for scholastic reasons, purely academic. I'm sure you won't be needing any of this in your stock.
No. As a matter of fact, it's going out with the garbage tonight.
Well, how will that affect your sales? I don't mean to be presumptuous, but I noticed that there aren't the usual amount of customers in here.
Well, I'm not going to worry about it, Francis. You see, the Lord helped me get this bookstore, and I believe He's going to help me keep it, now that it's clean. Now, let's talk about your schedule.
You mean I got the job? You're not going to wait for any other applicants?
No, I think you'll work out fine. That is, if you want it.
Oh, well, yeah, of course. I do have a few minor obligations.
Obligations?
Well, here's my class schedule, and I do have my scholars' weekly program, and not to mention my bi-monthly meetings for the Rhetoric Society and the Debate Society, and I also manage a local rock band
Is this
part-time.
your regular schedule?
Yes. Now, I've calculated the number of hours I'll need for studies and my various other obligations, and that leaves 21 hours and 45 minutes.
It's okay, Francis. I trust you. Let's just say welcome to the bookmark, okay?
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Here.
Good morning, sir. You must be the new owner. My name is Augusta Fletcher, your area magazine representative.
Hello?
I'd like to compliment you on a marked increase in sales of our magazines. A new sales approach, perhaps?
No, Mr. Fletcher, just pure distaste of your wares.
You mean you don't like our line of magazines?
No wastebasket should be without them.
You mean you've thrown... I see. Well, my friend, it's obvious you haven't been in this business too long.
That's not going to change my mind.
But you might. You might. You see, the magazines aren't handled the same way those textbooks are.
What do you mean?
Well, simply that our company puts them here for display.
And if I choose not to display your magazines, that is my prerogative.
I'm sure it is, Mr. Cummings. But please, let me explain. Any periodicals or magazines sold into a bookstore are put there on a consignment basis only. That means that the bookstore does not have to pay for any materials until they're sold, which means the profits work the same way.
In other words, the magazines I just threw out
Are our magazines, not yours. Either you fish them out of the wastebasket and reshelve them, or you'll have to pay for them yourself.
Oh, that's absurd. Nobody does business this way.
But they do. They do. Here's a copy of our last order received from you. If you note at the top, profits shall be received upon sale of the items. Ask any bookstore owner around the area. It's a common practice, Mr. Cummings.
Yeah, but how?
I suggest you fish the magazines out of the garbage, put them back on the shelves. That is, if they're still in good condition. I'll be waiting for your check, Mr. Cummings. Payable from your profits or your pocketbook.
Russ, she needs her rest.
Yeah, well, so do I. That's what I'm talking about here. It's got to stop.
It will stop. Soon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's good.
What I'm more concerned about is Becky, you, and the third party.
What third party? Oh, you're talking about Phil?
I think anyone who's man enough to make a lady pregnant should be man enough to marry her, don't you?
How did you find that out? Who told you, Francis?
Nobody told me. It was obvious. Only a self-centered individual like yourself would have missed the truth as long as you did.
Yeah, well, you tell one soul about this, and the only thing you'll be managing is the glasses on the end of your nose. You understand?
You can't keep me from managing anything. You can't even manage your own life.
I'm warning you.
Anyway, who am I going to tell that makes that much difference?
Phil, for one. Or maybe even Lori? Well, don't just sit there looking at me stupid.
Are you going to marry Becky or aren't you?
I don't have to answer you.
No. But you do have to answer certain people. Your parents, your mother, the baby someday. What are you going to tell them?
Look, I didn't plan any of this, huh? It just kind of happened here.
You may not have planned any of it, Russ, but you sure enjoyed it before you found out what the consequences were, didn't you? You have no case. All I've been hearing from you is me, me, me. Well, you're 22 years old, and it's time to start using more than a one-word vocabulary.
This is between Becky and me. You may not understand, but she does.
Becky understands because she tries, Russ. Love to her means commitment. I don't think she's going to give this baby up for adoption. That leaves only one honorable way out.
Don't give me that. She's got family.
Russ, this baby needs a father. I would think that you know what it's like to grow up without one. It's very difficult for a woman to raise a child by herself. Becky'll do it, you know that. You're scared of the truth. I don't get it, Russ. You're pursuing a profession that's dedicated to saving lives, yet the lives of Becky and your child don't mean a thing to you. I don't know how you can sleep nights.
Well, I don't.
No. Anyway, so my mother yells out the door. You get on in here, Samantha May. Them toothpicks of yours need some grits that'll stick on them.
I gotta tell that one to Mom.
Oh, I hope she's not mad because you're out tonight.
Oh, you know, you totally surprised me, lady. So this is the real Sam. I knew one day I'd get to meet you.
Well, it's nice to make your acquaintance, I'm sure. Seriously, though, how come you're not out much with the ladies?
Well, Carla left me.
Mm-hmm.
And my work keeps me pretty busy, and not to mention the time I spend with Jimmy.
And don't forget your mother.
Mama. Ooh, never. Yes.
Okay, I have heard all of these excuses and used them myself enough to know that this is not the real answer.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it all takes so much.
What do you mean, working in a relationship?
Yep. And then all that happens is you find that get yourself
Well,
involved
and
then-
it just blows away like great vapor.
Yeah, something like that. What about you, lady?
Well, I feel the same way. I basically feel that it's usually too much trouble. People get hurt.
Yeah, but you learn to protect yourself, huh?
And I spend a lot of empty, lonely evenings. But you get used to it.
You know, quite frankly, I'm tired of those evenings.
Me too.
Yeah?
Hey, you two. I see you're touching bases more and more these days.
Hello, Leon. What brings you here?
Won't be but a minute, Sam. Hello, Gene.
Hey, Leon.
I got some pictures of some houses in Chesterfield I want you to look at.
Now, Leon, we are in the
I
middle
saw
of...
what you were in the middle of. Don't worry, honey. It won't take long. Why don't I just pull up a chair right here?
Facts on abortion. Who is it?
It's me, Vince.
What brings you here?
Nothing big. Becky around?
No, not yet. Why?
You know, Russ, I've been doing some serious thinking. I think it's time that the four of us got together. Over dinner.
The four of us.
You heard me. Yeah, I talked to your mother, Carrie. She's all in favor of it.
Oh, great. A family reunion. When's the next one? 22 years?
Hey, don't make this hard on me. I'm not used to this peacemaking, you know. It's a little difficult. Besides, I thought you wanted Carrie to get to like Becky.
I do. But I figured we'd just settle for her coming around sooner or later, but this... Yeah... She really say that she'd come?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, sure, I guess maybe. Why not? I got nothing to lose.
Hey, that's the spirit. Now, we'll get together on the date later on.
Okay.
Yeah, but you tell that little lady of yours about it, and I'll break the good news to Carrie. Hey, Becky, how's my girl, huh?
What brings you here, huh?
Well, I was just telling Russ that...
Vince, I'll fill her in, okay?
Yeah, sure.
What is this? What's
Well, look, I'll see you two later on. Bye.
Yeah, okay. See you later. My long-lost father made arrangements. I don't know how. But Vince, my mother, yours truly, and you are all gonna have dinner together.
When?
I don't know, I'm not sure. Soon.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, we'll see how great it is.
Come on, he wants to help. Admit it.
Yeah, I guess.
It's gonna be great. You'll see.
How was your day?
It's okay, I guess.
I saw that you went to the clinic. Didn't go so good, huh?
Russ, I felt like I was in a factory. I went there, they ask you what you want. When they found out I didn't know, they just give me these pamphlets and they moved on to the next victim. I didn't know there were so many different kinds of abortion.
I learned about all that stuff in pre-med.
Did you read about the one they save up for late abortions? Russ, the worst part is it looks just like...
Yeah, Becky, don't. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to think. Sorry.
Russ, I really hated it.
I know.
I just really hated it.
Listen, babe. You know, later, like when I've got my degree and we got some money that we can make, we can have a house to raise a child in, and I just can't see it right now.
I can't. I can't.